Hey everybody, welcome back to Midwest Marksman. What I have here is the Pinty Buster. This has the FDE type rail as well as the adapter on the end with a cheek piece. Kind of a nice complementary carbine kit, if you want to call it that. This one is threaded. It's got the fiber optic sights. This is a 177 version, which is great because I can get a high shot count essentially with this. I think most of the time when people start trying guns out and they want to see what they can get for velocity, very often they will run to their local hardware store or Walmart or something like that and check out these 7.9 grain Crosmans. They may not be the best pellet for everything, but they give you a good indication of a couple things. So what this is not is a full review. I'm sorry, that's going to come later in the year when I have my own personal version of this. This is a prototype and it's not exactly how they're all going to be. This is pretty good. It's holding air. I've seen some good results with it so far, but actually I'm testing velocity. Now I want to see if I can get a feel for what the actual velocity is. Just shooting at some targets at 50 yards actually. And I'm going to get this close with the chronograph. It's all set up with the right data. So we're testing speeds and also sound report. What does that feel like? Here we go. Well, I'll tell you the trigger pull is not bad. Not bad at all. Sound report is very comfortable. It's not noisy. Of course it does has a pop to it. That release of air is always going to do something, but I'm not going to say it's noisy. All right, we are looking at around 11 pounds of kinetic energy with these 7.9 grainers. Let's do one more. That was 5. Let's do 6. Okay, there was 6. Throw safety on, grab the chronograph, and let's see what we got. Okay, so my summary is for those 6 shots. My SDs were 12.6 with that pellet. I had an average velocity of 815 feet per second with a 7.9 grain projectile. And for those of you who want to know, let's see, minimum 799, max was 835, which gives me an ES of 35.8. 35.8 with, a shorter barrel PCP. So you can expect that shorter barrels will have different standard deviations in ES versus longer barrels. That trigger pull is really not bad. The sound report is pretty comfortable. It wouldn't scare a youngster, and it probably wouldn't bother your neighbors. Can actually hit relatively small targets at 50 yards with this. It's kind of promising. That's not bad at all. I think with better ammo, I would get better accuracy, obviously, which is what we're going to explore later. But so far, it's a 4-inch target at 50 yards. Not too bad at all. And now I can throw a bipod on it. And like I said, it's similar to a carbine stock. That just makes it more comfortable whether I'm standing and shooting or in the prone like this. But those are the numbers that you're going to see right there. It's enough for light hunting and target shooting for sure. And you can always throw on an optic on these, which I've done several times. And there's enough rail space there to really do something with. Really neat, really fun, and quite affordable. If you like this review, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, do the usual things. I appreciate it, guys. Check out my main channel as well, where I have a little bit more content similar to what you're looking at right here. And like I said, in a few months, you're going to see more with my own personal version of this and how I set it up.